Hey Aquarius, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-December 2021 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you want to take a look at my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description below. But Aquarius, let's go ahead and jump on into this and see what we got going on for your mid-December. Starting out with the current energies for Aqua. What current energies do we got coming in here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-December 2021. What current energies are showing up here for Team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-December 2021. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look, okay? What do we got, Aqua? We got here Six of Wands, love that for you. We also got here a Queen of Wands, and we got here a Six of Cups. So, I definitely feel a lot of disconnection from your past, for sure. I think that you've gotten into a place to where you've elevated into a new Aquarius. You've really rebranded yourself here, especially showing up as a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands is a person who's sitting in their power. It's a person who's comfortable, especially with the way that things are going forward. So you're very comfortable in your energy right now, Aquarius, in mid-December. You're very comfortable in your power. You're definitely in a place of success. I like that a lot for you. I think that on a mental level, you have grown a lot. I think that on an ego level, you have definitely become more comfortable with yourself. And, you know, be mindful when I use the term ego, I'm not using it as egotistical, because everybody has an ego. I got an ego, you got an ego, fucking Pope's got an ego, right? But on the ego level, you become comfortable with yourself to where you can separate your ego versus making decisions that are within your higher and most spiritual nature is what I'm seeing here as well. So on a spiritual standpoint, you've grown tremendously. On an ego standpoint, you're in a very comfortable place to where you're making good judgments for yourself. You're in a place to where you acknowledge your power, but it's not like a cocky energy, Aquarius. It's like, I love myself, I care about myself, I'm in my power, but I'm not cocky. And I like that for you too. And with that Six of Cups coming up here as well, there's a lot that I feel like you've learned from your past too. Tell me about the Six of Cups. What does Aquarius necessarily learn from their past coming into mid-December here? We have here the Two of Swords, and we have here the Empress. You saw what needed to change. You saw what you needed to grow. You saw what needed to transform. And you made the choice to do so. So that's the Two of Swords to the Empress right there. It's like, I chose to evolve. I chose to change because there were things about myself that I didn't particularly like, and I made sure that I had that happen throughout my ascension period. You know, the more that I grew, the more that I developed, I chose what to work on because I saw things within myself I didn't necessarily like, so I wanted that to change. And it very well did coming into mid-December here. I really feel like you are super comfortable in your energy. You are very happy right now. It's a very calm mentality you have, very good and positive mentality you have. You're just in a space to where you worked on yourself to where you want to be, and you're there, okay? Awesome, dude. Awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and see what you're dealing with, Aquarius, throughout mid-December. What is Aquarius dealing with in mid-December here? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-December 2021. We have here the Seven of Pentacles. We also got here the Queen of Swords. We have here the Six of Swords, and we got here the Hermit. So, you knew what to isolate from, for sure, was the first message that kind of popped up into my head. You knew exactly what you needed to isolate from, Aquarius, and you knew where you needed to go. I feel like you saw a direction that you needed to take in your life, and you made sure that you went uphill. You went straight for that direction. So Aquarius, Seven of Pentacles here, Queen of Swords. There were things that you were invested into that you recognized probably weren't the most healthy for me to be invested in. So you cut out anything unhealthy that you were invested in, whether that be investment in unhealthy relationships, investment in unhealthy belief systems, investment in unhealthy situations, right? As a whole, anything that was kind of unhealthy for you to be invested in, you analyzed that and you decided to say, okay, that's got to go for my life. So you've made the change here to pull out of unhealthy situations and apply your energy into situations that are positive and healthy for you. You saw the direction you wanted to go in with your life. You said, it's time for my life to make a really great turning point to where I'm comfortable with myself, I'm investing in all the right things, I need to make sure that I'm doing good for me. So anything that I needed to isolate from, the Hermit is what I'm doing right now. And the Hermit is also not just a card of isolation. The Hermit is a card that speaks of wisdom. So there's a lot of wisdom here that you've gained, Aquarius, the more that you've separated yourself from unhealthy things and really put up more boundaries in your life of what you're going to give your energy to. I like that, guys. I do. I do a lot. It feels like a giant rebranding situation for Aquarius. You've really rebranded yourself and what you associate with, okay? So yeah, the Hermit. I think that the more you isolated yourself from unhealthy situations, kind of like the more you realize like how much you actually care about yourself. And it's crazy because like a lot of people, at least in my generation, right, grew up with really not a lot of self-worth. And it's not really talked about a lot, but a lot of people in my, like I'm 22 years old, so I'm young, you know, a lot of people in my generation personally grew up not having a lot of self-worth, not having a lot of confidence, not really caring for themselves. And I could say that for other generations as well. They kind of grew up pretty similar. I think that we've all kind of grown in a predominantly negative environment. And that environment made us feel like we couldn't be who we want to be. We couldn't be ourselves. It made us feel like we were not really allowed to be happy for ourselves, you know? So I think that coming into mid-December, it feels really good starting to see how much you actually care about yourself by all the good deeds you're doing for you. You're like, damn, it actually feels good to do that. So as far as what I'm seeing with the energies you're dealing with, you know, you have removed yourself from a lot of unhealthy situations and you have decided to take a path, a righteous path, that is right and correct for you, okay? So I know that this is super general, all the stuff that I'm saying right now. There's really not a lot of specifics that are coming up for you, Aquarius. I mean, it is a general reading, so I don't have a lot of specifics that are coming up. Maybe we'll get more specific stuff in a little bit, but that's what I have so far. So let's see where things are going for you in mid-December. Where are things going to be going for Aquarius here for their mid-December 2021? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-December 2021. Where are things going for Aquarius? We have here the Hangman, we also have here the Strength card, we have here the Nine of Wands, and we have here the Ace of Cups, followed up with the Knight of Pentacles. So in regards to where things are going for you, Hangman card to the Strength card here, Pisces and Leo energy. Hangman here is the enlightenment to how strong you've become and how strong you truly are. I think where things are going is you're going to realize how much of a strong person you genuinely are. Your strength has been tested for a while, Aquarius. I think that you've gone through a lot of situations that are similar to poking a bear. You were the bear and people and situations poked you and they wanted to see how you'd react and respond to it, but you've responded to it well. Aquarius, I think you've recognized that there's a lot of things in life that are just not worth getting my energy. There's a lot of negative situations in my life that are not worth me continuing to be involved into it. You've kind of unlocked in your mind and mastered the art of just not giving a fuck to things that just genuinely aren't worth it. It's like, hey, somebody's being an asshole. Okay, I will let them be an asshole. Why am I going to let somebody ruin my day based upon their opinion and their words? You know, what is the point of letting that bother me? You know, somebody is going to disrespect me. Okay, do I need to associate myself with that person moving forward? I don't. Like, I don't need to let other people get the best of me or situations in general get the best of me. So therefore, you've kind of come to the enlightenment of how strong you really are, because it takes a strong person to just, instead of react, to respond to situations. 100%. It takes a really strong person to say, you know what, I'm not going to let you get my energy and pop back off on you and, you know, give you that negativity and give you that rise you were looking for. Instead, you've responded to situations, and your response is I'm isolating myself. I don't need to put myself in situations that are not healthy for me, right? So you've definitely mastered responding versus reacting, which is a really powerful tool, guys, and good on you for that. That is such a powerful tool to carry in your life moving forward. So, you know, Ace of Cups here to the Knight of Pentacles, like, all that I got room in my life for where I'm going is stability and love. Ace of Cups here, Knight of Pentacles. All I have room left in my life moving forward in regards to where things are going for me is going to be stability and love, because I want that high vibrational energy in my life. I want to continue to love myself. and to continue to love my life, and to continue to love my people that are in my life. I don't want any drama, any BS, any low vibrational energies. I'm not for that. I'm for nothing but growth, happiness, peace, positivity, and love moving forward. You're in a very, very good place here. I really, really like this reading, guys. This is awesome. Let's go ahead and see if any dire or important messages are coming in from your spirit guides. Keep in mind, for this portion of the reading, this is messages that are coming directly from your spirit guides. It could resonate to everything we just talked about, or it could be a completely separate and random message. So let's see what's up here. What do Aquarius's spirit guides want them to know? What do Aquarian spirit guides want them to know here for their mid-December 2021? What do they need to hear? We got here the Hierophant, we also got here the Nine of Cups, we got here the Ten of Swords, and then we got here the Queen of Pentacles. So, the Hierophant to the Nine of Cups. Continue to stay committed, guys, to what makes you feel good. Continue to stay committed to the perfect environment for you. Continue to stay committed to what makes you happy. Nine of Cups is your self-fulfillment. And your self-fulfillment in your own life experience is one of the most important things to prioritize and to do. So your spirit guides are essentially saying here to you, Aquarius, make sure that you're giving yourself the most amazing human experience you can. Do everything that makes you happy. Do everything that makes you feel good. Ignore all the bullshit. End situations when situations need to be ended. Nip things in the butt when they need to be nipped. And Queen of Pentacles, most importantly, never turn your back on yourself. Remember, Aquarius, you are the #1 person who's always going to have your own back. In any situation, you will always have yourself to back and support. So make sure that you are always analyzing how you're feeling. Make sure you're always analyzing your environment around you, how it's impacting you. If there's anything that's going wrong in your environment, see to a solution instead of constantly focusing on the problem, you know? I think your guides here are trying to give you like really good positive advice of like, you know, here's the thing, like if you're noticing that there is problems going on in your life, okay, quit focusing on the problems, start focusing on the solution. If there are people trying to get a rise out of you, don't react, Aquarius, respond accordingly, right? Because when you give somebody a response, they can't get your energy, you know? There's a lot of people in this world, unfortunately, because we do live in a reality of duality where certain individuals, they want to feed off of low vibration. They want to give low vibration. They want you to subject to that energy. And they want to continuously feed off of you because it makes them feel better and validate their experience, you know? And the more you give into those energies of those types of people, the more and more they rob you of your life force, the more and more they rob you of the beautiful being of light that you truly are. So, by responding and pulling yourself back from those types of situations, you set yourself up for success, 110%, because it's so easy, guys, to just get caught into people's dirty energy. It's so easy to get involved in other people's low vibration because there's a lot of low vibration on the planet. So the more that you kind of say, I'm rising above that, the more and more you're going to continue to do better for yourself in your personal life. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall outcome here for Aquarius. What's going to be Aquarius's overall outcome coming throughout mid-December 2021? What is Aquarian's overall outcome for mid-December, please? And it is going to be the King of Swords and the Lovers. I like that. King of Swords is the energy about putting your boundaries up where they need to be, right? It's not about being closed off. It's not about being a person whose boundaries are too high to let anybody in. But the King of Swords is like letting people know, I as an Aquarius am not to be fucked with. I as an Aquarius am not to be walked over. I as an Aquarius am not going to be getting off of my throne. People are not going to take away my power because I am so submerged and grounded in my energy that nobody's going to get to me. And with the Lovers card here, it's just talking about how deeply connected you have. A sense, you have such a deep connection right now to yourself, and a sense of a deep connection that you have to your world and your reality. You feel super tapped in, super present, and super connected right now, Aquarius. So you're connected to yourself, you're connected to the environment you're building around you, you're connected to your friendships and your relationships. Everything feels good because you have built this life that supports you by filtering out what doesn't support you. And that is the biggest thing a person can do in their life, guys. If you want to live a good life, filter out what does not support the life you want to live. Just filter out the negative people. Filter out the shitty situations. Filter out the naysayers. Filter out the individuals who are constantly trying to get you involved in their low vibrational bullshit, you know? Filter out all that negative BS. And then you start to bring in all the good stuff. And if you keep surrounding yourself with that, guys, you're living a good life, okay? So Aquarius, you're tapped in, you're connected, you're grounded. guys, you're looking at a fantastic second half of the month, and I think that this is setting you up only for a completely more and more amazing future, you know? Honestly, you got here that Six of Swords from before that we were talking about. It's like you saw a path that you wanted for yourself, and you made sure you set a foot it, and you made sure that you're sticking to that path. Like Aquarius, you're on the path right now to living the good life. You're not letting anything get in the way. I love it, man. I love it a lot. Aquarius, like I said, I do apologize that this is more on the general spectrum side of a reading. It is pretty general. If it does not apply to you, that's okay. It's not your message. I wish there could be some more specific stuff in here for you guys to resonate with or to pick up on, maybe other situations that could potentially help you, but this is as in-depth as the reading wanted to be, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but I really think you are looking towards a fantastic month, okay? Alright, Aquarius, I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your mid-December. Have a safe and amazing mid-December, and I will see you guys in January for the new year. Much love, Aquarius, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.